Alright, everybody, welcome to another edition of my Madden 2017 franchise. It is week 13, and we're going to be taking on the 7-4 Dallas Cowboys. Let's go ahead and get this game started, and I will see you all at the end of the game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a defense that loves to quickly get off the field. The Vikings are #1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Cowboys, who will need to be sharp on offense. A year ago, our commentators would have been freezing outside. Now they're in a warm booth in a brand new stadium. As we say hello to our guys in Minneapolis, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Tonight, we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the veteran Tony Romo.
I enjoy watching him play. When he's in rhythm, when he's locked in, when things are going right, it almost looks like he's just slinging it downfield. And he does that with accuracy and touch and really knows how to inspire his team.
They come out here in the eye. They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. To throw on 2nd down is Romo. He's got time. And the pressure gets to Romo as he goes down. The first-time Pro Bowler a year ago, Everson Griffin, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
That one good for 15 and a first. Fresh set of downs here. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just when you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. That's connection numero uno, Tony Romo going to Desmond DeMond Bryant.
And how about the chemistry those two have built up over the years? You know, everybody always sees Dez as being so demonstrative on the sidelines, like he's upset about things. He just wants his quarterback to know he wants the ball and he's going to make plays for him.
And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Eric Kendricks is another one of those bloodline guys in the NFL. His brother Michael also plies his trade as a linebacker. And Eric's trying to show him he's the best in the family.
On 2nd down, here's Romo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
I know that in recent years, it's been tough on Tony Romo. A lot of injuries have piled up, but he's still able to sling it, Brandon. Look at that throw.
Yeah, he can. By the way, you know his given name on his birth certificate?
Hit me.
Antonio Ramiro Romo.
That flows
He's got a
together
good
pretty
ring to
well.
him. I'll start calling him Antonio.
The lyrical one. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run. They made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Romo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be left. by the former Heisman Trophy winner and #1 overall pick from Oklahoma. It's Sam Bradford.
And Sam Bradford, he has touch and accuracy, and he has it in bushels. This guy is amazing. If you watch him throw 7-on-7 or watch him throw routes versus air, the ball hardly ever hits the ground. He's absolutely a receiver's dream when going out for a pass.
Second down following the run. Peterson gets the call running left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
It's caught. Michael Pruitt. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
1 quarter down here on a frigid December night. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Now Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Bradford on second down. And he rifles one incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, his intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game's...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd down now following the completed pass. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So now on 4th down, Romo off, Bailey on for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And finding Pruitt. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Shreds the tackle. A strong running. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
First down, Bradford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cordero Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a first down throw. Romo out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on second down is Romo. He hits Beasley right side. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Get ready.
Second and 10. Romo once more. A dump off to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. In the red zone this time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the red zone now, Romo got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Throwing again is Romo. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Vikings secondary has done a good job to slow down the passing game so far. The Cowboys had a lot of success throwing the football last week, but the same throwing lanes haven't been there. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights.
Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, Peterson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
A nice gain of 21 yards. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field.
And that's caught inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Here's Bradford. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job one. A touchdown certainly would have been nice, but here you get back on even terms, and now you've got the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Vikings defense ready to head back out there now. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Bryant with a catch right side. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll come out in the pistol. On the counter, Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, "don't blink, you might miss something," certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the 50, it's Romo. And there's a flag on the play. And Bryant's got it over the middle.
Holding offense.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, They don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
55's mine, guys, 55.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here we go.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Here we go.
They'll try to throw now. Bradford. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Bradford on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They run. Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They give it to Peterson. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Bradford on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And there's a flag on the field. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8.
Still 3rd down.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
We got 4. We got 4. Here we go.
3rd and short yardage. Bradford. It's caught by Treadwell. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Waited.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Walsh now for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. No guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep that confidence? Time to find out.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And just a simple, basic neutral zone infraction here, partner.
Yeah, when you're ready to launch and go get the quarterback, sometimes you take off a bit too fast.
Get ready.
On 2nd down, here's Romo. Out left side here to Bryant. Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play. Romo to Bryant. 65 yards. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Elliott. He juked him. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. An extra DB defensively here. Big stop needed on 3rd and goal.
He may be a blitzer.
He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Love the excitement we've got going here. If they just scored the touchdown, they're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
Think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's Bradford. Surveying the field. Now he'll throw deep left side. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. This is a live ball taken inside the 15. Well, tie game, 4th quarter. Defense did its job. You're thinking you just want to get the ball in the punt. They got one better than that with a block.
And a monstrous play at this stage of the game. All things being equal, they want to run some clock and put points on the board. But bottom line, don't let those 3 points get away. It's a great chance to take the lead.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, goal to go from the 6. They'll try again with Elliott. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, the spin. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Now that has to be fun for a head coach to watch. They've been working on clock management since the first day they went to camp. And guess what? It all came together there. A team that understood the situation, got out of bounds, and stopped the clock.
So they're operating in the red zone. They'll look to throw. Penalty marker is down here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Holding. Offense.
So now the offense is facing a 1st down and 20 after that last mistake. One last shot now for Bradford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
And there it is, folks. The first loss of the season. I kind of figured I wasn't going to have an undefeated season, though I'm surprised with the record I've had up to this point. But the Dallas Cowboys defeat the Minnesota Vikings 24-17. Had a shot there on that last drive. Tried to get something in the end zone. I tried to do what I could, but just couldn't get. Just ran out of time, essentially. Romo really shredded us, 16 for 21 for 235 and 2 touchdowns and no turnovers. Bradford with the pedestrian, 16 to 27 for 254 and 2 touchdowns. Completion percentage of 59% with a 99.9 QB rating. Yet another tough outing for Peterson, 16 for 54 for 3.3 yards. Receiving for us, Laquan Treadwell led the team with 5 receptions, 87 yards and a touchdown, followed by Pruitt, 573. Diggs, 3 for 35, Patterson, 2 for 50 and a TD, and Charles Johnson, 1 for 9. Des Bryant killed us, 8 for 137 and 2 touchdowns. Amazing game for Des Bryant. Going to be back to the drawing board. That pass defense was rather suspect. The block punt at the end of the game really did win it for Dallas. They possibly could have drove down and kicked a field goal. Maybe they would have gone into the end zone. But obviously when the block punt sets you inside of the red zone right away with, a minute and a half to go, really there wasn't any way that they weren't at least going to go ahead on that unless a disaster happened. So they got the touchdown. We did what we could. We had 3 timeouts to drive down the field with 36 seconds. I thought we did the best we could, but I digress. I will go ahead and I will end there, and I will see you next week. But before we go, let's see who I play really quickly next week.
players have contracts that are about to expire. Resign
The
them so you
Jacksonville
don't lose them to
Jaguars,
free
so that
agency.
should be an interesting game as well. As you noted, we did wear the alternate uniforms. I can't wait till they have the Color Rush uniforms. They announced what those are going to be today. The Vikings are going to have solid purple uniforms with yellow accents and numbers, so those will look kind of cool. So we will see you in the Jaguars game.